Yesterday in the press conference, one of you asked me, how are you going to recover for tomorrow or whatever? And I think I ended it by saying, God can move mountains. And I think I'd like to give God the glory for this because He gave us the energy. I think the team had more fun playing today than they even had yesterday. And I thought they had a lot of fun yesterday. So it's just been a really fun run. We know it's not over. We're not celebrating. We have one more to go.
Let's go ahead and open it up to questions for the players.
Kirsty, could you talk about just getting the start of having a career night tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, anyone can step up at any given night. That's the way our team plays, and so different people have had different roles to step up and start. And so, it was my time tonight, and so I just, like Coach said, give God the glory for everything. And my teammates, they set me up for everything that happened tonight.
Bethany, can you talk about the team defense overall tonight? Oral Roberts was coming off a 108-point performance.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, we had a game plan, and we came in and we did it. And we were just playing great team defense, had each other's back, getting rebounds. We out-rebounded them, and we were just really pumped up talking on defense, and that's really what sealed the deal for us. And with getting stops and forcing turnovers, we were able to get out and get some fast break layups, and that's where a lot of our points came from. It was just awesome to hold them to almost, career low in points. So that was just great team defense.
Brian Anderson, WXOU. Tammy, you guys, how great was that at the end emotionally after such a strong game for Liz to come out and hit those 2 3-pointers, a lot of smiles on the faces?
Yeah, it was awesome for Lizzie to come in, Lizzie Hinckley, and just knock those down with confidence. And one was, I think, from even pro range. So, it just got us all so pumped up, and we were all so proud that she was able to come in and step up and make 2 big shots.
And they just made the announcement that this year's senior class is now the winningest in program history. But I'm sure it's the one tomorrow that you're going to want the most. Can you just talk about that's the mindset going into tomorrow?
Whole recovery tonight. I mean, they got a big game tomorrow. We don't know who we're playing, but we got to come up ready to play. I mean, tomorrow, all this is not worth it unless we get tomorrow. I mean, that's our biggest goal. And that win streak won't mean anything if we don't get tomorrow.
What did you think of the pace early on? I mean, they started scoring fast, you matched them basket for basket. What were you feeling like out there?
Yeah, that was huge for us just to be able to match them, like you said, and they hit a shot, we hit a shot, so we were right there with them, and neither team really got the upper edge. It was a close game through that first half, and then we just got out and were able to get a lot of fast break layups and kind of pull ahead going into half.
What did you think of your tenacity out there? You were getting the loose balls and getting all it seemed like all the rebounds, everything was going your way today.
Well, we're a close team, and because of that, we play better. We have each other's backs on the floor. If one person hustles, that next person behind her is going to step up and be like, you know what, she hustled for me, I got her back. And that's where our tenacity comes from. If somebody's there to sing for you, you're going to sing for somebody else.
Go with one more question. Anything? Okay, players, you can go ahead and go. Congratulations. And you can exit on the right there. Now let's go ahead and open up to coaches or questions for Coach Francis, please.
Coach, can you talk about just, I guess, the consistency you exhibited tonight? You got a 13-point halftime lead, and you came out arguably even stronger with an 11-0 run out of the gate in the second.
This whole game was still surreal for me. Coaching this tournament a long time and having experienced a semifinal game like that. And I noticed on the stat sheet it said it's the largest margin of defeat for a #1 seed in tournament history in 34 years. I look at that and it just blows me away. And I'm going to give some credit to one of my consultants, Glenn McIntosh. He's like master motivator, and we have been talking to our team about come out strong, send the team a message early, and they capitalized that both times. They did that.
Coach, you've had some big wins this year, namely beating Illinois, but I have to imagine this.
Pardon me, I didn't hear it again.
You've had some big wins this year. You point to that Illinois win, took Penn State overtime, things like that. This easily has to be the biggest victory for you guys this year. Where do you think it ranks all time in your career?
I I said, I feel like it's surreal. I feel like I'm outside. I'm in a zone. I'm already focused on tomorrow. We just told our team to be, so I'm almost putting this away already. It's a big game. I think beating top 25 teams, I think we've beaten 3 or 4 of them at home at Florida State. We beat Clemson on the road. But in the semifinal, when you're in a mid-major conference like this, and it's one and done, and the only way you get to the big dance in March is to win 3, I'd say this is a pretty big one.
Talk about Brittany Carnego tonight with those 6 blocks and 15 rebounds. Just didn't fill out the score sheet in the last game, but she certainly did tonight.
Yeah, she has a little extra motivation. She had to sit out all last year with her knee injury and had to sit there and watch us lose in a quarterfinal. And really, she learned a lot. She said, I feel like a coach. And so she's so pumped up, ready to play.
Are you worried about guarding against the letdown potential tomorrow, given that today it was a great championship game, like atmosphere out there playing the number 1 team?
Am I fearing a letdown? No way.
How hard is it to maintain a lead against that type of defense? There's a lot of trapping. It's an offense or a defense that seemingly forces quick possessions and quick decisions for the guard players.
Yeah, that's why I'm so impressed with how our players handle. We have 3 freshmen on this team going against Oral Roberts' trap that everybody in the nation seems to have a problem with, including us there and home. I mean, they think we had 26 turnovers or 30 turnovers the first time we played against them. And so when our freshmen first face it, and I'm just so proud of the composure of Malika Glover and Hamlet. Zakiya Menifee had 7 assists and 1 turnover as a freshman. I mean, I'm really pleased with their composure.
What did you do to slow that offensive Oral Roberts down?
I didn't do anything. The players did everything. I didn't think we did anything different. We just played our game and it just floated our way.
Mike Brown, Tulsa World. They've beaten you before, well one time and close one time. Were there any changes that you did today, or was that pretty much the way you played?
No, we did actually, and I'm not going to say what it was, but we made 2 key adjustments. And that's our team also has a team GPA of like a 3.4, and I knew that if we could make adjustment, we didn't have a chance to practice or anything because we played yesterday. And they adjusted, and Carnego's the one that adjusted. And I'll give a shout out to Oral Roberts and Jerry. Felt really bad that Bingham got hurt. So that's a big difference too, is them not having her, changes their whole roles and everything. So, I just feel bad for Bingham.
Coach,
One more question, please.
you talked about the motivation factor. How much was it of being maybe an underdog and do people believe in us? And we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, when you're in the 4 seed. Fortunately, I've been a 1 seed here, so I know what that feels like. I know what that heat feels like, and it's just more pressure. And Oral Roberts, it's great when you're the 1 seed and you're the league champ, but then you come here and everybody's expecting you to win it, and it's tough. And personally, I almost like coming in as whatever the underdog, although we know that we're not an underdog. We know that we're a good team, so it is less pressure.
Coach, thanks for coming in.